Welcome to another edition of Doc's Holiday Schlock, where it's a review of the movie Pin. And that music you're hearing does not make this movie a bit of difference. This movie was still pretty bad. It's a story of a brother and a sister who have a doctor for a father, in which they both, as children, become quite attached to this, to this wooden doll that their father has in his office. And apparently, they start to communicate with it, and they both believe that Pin communicates with them. Well, both brother and sister grow up, get older, but Leon, the brother, decides to still communicate with Pin. The sister just wants to move on and grow up in the whole 9 yards, so that kind of makes sense. Is this music scaring you at all? Okay. Anyway, one night, their parents get into a bad car accident with Pin in the back seat. Well, they had taken the carpool lane, maybe it wouldn't have happened. Nothing? That's okay. Anyway, sometime after their parents die, their aunt moves in, but she doesn't last very long, because she gets killed off because Leon wants to try and pull a little prank on his aunt and winds up giving the poor old woman a heart attack. And the sisters want to throw a birthday party. Everything goes wrong there too. So yeah. You know the one part of this movie that really screwed me up and messed me up big time? It's when Leon is in his dad's office when he's a little kid, and he goes to talk to Pin, and then his dad's assistant comes into the room. Leon goes to hide in a closet, and she decides that she's lonely, and she decides to have sex with Pin. And poor Leon is watching the whole time and is horrified. Yeah. I've heard of sex with dolls before, but you think you might get a splinter somewhere where you may not want it. I can't believe I said that. But the end of the movie comes where Leon's sister goes to visit Leon in a mental hospital, but she believes she's talking to Pin, but apparently it's Leon dressed up like Pin, because Leon decides to dress up Pin like a regular human being, and yeah, the movie's very twisted, but I just did not care for it all that much. It made me cringe, and it made me just not like it that much, so yeah, I wasn't a big fan of this movie. It was very twisted, and it's been kind of called Pinocchio meets Psycho. That makes sense. Except Pinocchio was a little bit more enjoyable, and Psycho is a classic. So there you go. Pin is Pin alive? Leon knows, but nobody believes him. Well, of course not, because he winds up in a mental institution before the end of the movie. So there you go. If you like my videos, feel free to subscribe. And if you got a horror movie you'd like for me to review in the genre of horror, sci-fi horror, or horror comedy, send it my way, and I'll review it for you just as soon as I can. For Doc's Holiday Schlock, stay strong and rock on.